Hello and welcome to your daily oracle reading for Friday, July 17th, 2020. I'm Linda the Lightworker. I'm a shamanic practitioner and I make these daily videos to help us all stay on our life path, living one day at a time, doing our best not to fall back into any old patterns, and really remembering to take good care of ourselves, especially during this time of COVID when there's so much uncertainty out there. So if this is your first time here, thank you for popping in. And if you are one of my regulars, thanks for stopping by. You gotta forgive me, it's really hot here in the desert today. I'm in Santa Fe and it's hot. So forgive, I'm schwitzing, as we used to say in New York. All right, let's jump into the cards. Today I'm working with this wonderful deck that I absolutely love by Stella Bennett, and it's called The Star That Walks Around. And it's just a beautiful way how it integrates Native American philosophies, animal medicine, the tarot, and all sorts of other beautiful elements. So I hope you're enjoying this deck as much as I am as we're getting to know it. And again, this is a general reading for all of us, and especially with these cards we pulled today. Holy cow, here we go. All right, our first card here is the beautiful sun. This is number 19. And all these flamingos, look at these pink, well, I guess they're more coral flamingos that are roaming around here in the sun. It looks like they have their feet in some water and that they're just having the most beautiful time. And this represents your spirit. Spirit is asking me to remind you that you were born of light and that you came in as a pure, beautiful light being, and you still are. And everyone is able to tap into that energy within us, but it might take a little work. And so the invitation today is to be willing to accept where you are, how you are. This flamingo, this swan, these are swans. I said flamingos, but they're actually swans. This swan is all about accepting their selves, their colors. We know the stories of the ugly duckling. In this story, the ugly duckling went red, which is so beautiful. So this is a positive card today. This is about you. If you have any questions out there like, does he, is she, did they? The answer is yes to everything today. So be sure to embrace life con gusto. Today is about cultivating that positive light energy you have inside you. We can't be looking to others to ignite our light. I mean, videos like this are helpful, but you really have to do your own work, first of all, because we are in our own little quarantine zones, or we're not. There's a lot of tension out there in the world. So the invitation is to be the light you want to see in your life. Embrace the light around you. Step into your light energy. Stay lighthearted, watch funny movies, have fun, be playful with yourself. Go get some red ice cream. I've had ice cream on my brain while it's hot. And I love ice cream. I'll eat ice cream every day if I can. So this is all about really cultivating that bright, powerful energy, because this change and transformation that's happening in this time of COVID, I'll get to it. All right, let's just jump into this second card. What have I said? My regulars know this. What have I said? What have I been saying since March, right? Every time I look to the future, all I see is the Wheel of Fortune card. And I was contemplating that while I was shuffling today, and look at this beautiful Wheel of Fortune card came up. Now, this is a different one than many of the traditional decks. The 7 feathers, Stella says, represent our karmic path and different ways that we have karmic. There are, well, she didn't say this, but Spirit's telling me there are 7 areas of your life that require a karmic closure of some sense. So The Spirit's saying what goes around comes around. And the 7 elements, can they be? You spiritually, financially, emotionally, in relationship with marriage. What are your health? There are so many different stories. Can you think of 7 karmic paths and how this is working on? And the information I'm receiving is to remember that while the Wheel of Fortune is still spinning round, round and round and round she goes, the more you're able to recognize your choices, and when you're able to make a different choice to a repeated situation, right? That's how we get off the karmic wheel. When we change our behaviors from what has been happening. So maybe you need to change your response with your family. Maybe they don't listen to you. Maybe you need to change how you communicate. It's about your growth, your communication, your karmic path. And many of us have made karmic agreements with others, perhaps with our family members or loved ones or children or whatever that means for you. Look at your karmic relationships. Listen, I actually said hate. I really don't like karma. I've never been a real big fan of karma because I had a lot of stuff that happened for a long time. But for me to step off of my karmic path required me to take that initiative to grow and expand outside of that old comfort zone of repeating those same mistakes or perhaps repeating behaviors with new people and not growing. So pay attention. This is about us, you. This is about you, not us. This is about you starting your new life path. This whole COVID situation has been a time for us to truly go within. And those who are avoiding going within and doing the inner work are having emotional explosions, or they're having outbursts, or they're lashing out at others. They're not going within and doing their own work before they start spreading their beliefs or their thoughts. So all kinds of things are percolating out there. So the invitation is for you to remember you're strong, you have courage. You think of all those beautiful Leo kind of qualities with the light. You know how Leos will just go and do something and think about it later. Courage is doing something even though you're afraid. The Sun card gives you courage to face your karmic path, make the changes you want to change in your life, because it's about you growing into you getting better acquainted with yourself. And to do that, sometimes we have to have reflections off of others, but our invitation during this time of pandemic is to go within. And that's a place where a lot of people don't want to go, because what lies within is the heart. And when we slow down enough to relax and feel our heart and just notice the energy there, I guarantee it might bring tears of joy, tears of sorrow, tears of old pain still sitting in the heart. So really recognizing that heart energy and having the courage to go there. Get that courage. You've got it. Because you know what? You're a light being. Within us is the light, and it's not gone. I know some of you might be thinking it's very small. Well, all we have to do is blow on it and cultivate the light within so that it grows and expands. This is about changing cycles. This is about new beginnings. This is about adapting and changing and growing. Now is the time we're growing, and growing pains suck. I'm 6 feet tall, or at least I was for a very long time. And let me tell you, when I was a little kid growing, I grew very quickly. And before I was 12 years old, I was already 6 feet tall with a size 12 shoe. Real easy for adolescents, right? Well, there were pains and stretch marks that happen with that kind of rapid growth. And we've seen children grow and mothers grow with stretch marks from babies in their bellies. So recognize you're being asked to grow. You're being asked to expand, to listen to what's in your heart, and to find that bliss find your bliss. Joseph Campbell, there's a great movie out there that's called Finding Joe, and I think it's free on YouTube, or I think I found it free on YouTube. And it's about finding Joseph Campbell. And I'm very fortunate to have been a student of his philosophies in the early 1990s while I was really jumping into the shamanic work. And what his message, Joseph Campbell was the one who really came up with the phrase of follow your bliss, right? And I always thought that is so much easier said than done, because the way I was programmed was to follow my programming of getting a job, earning a living, making this, doing that, saving for retirement, blah, 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 like fitting into that mold that I really resisted. So finding your bliss might require you to look at some of the roles that you've taken on because of obligation and not from what's in your heart. Finding your bliss is stepping into you and finding out how you are, who you are, going deep within, really looking at all the details of yourself. This is the time to examine your belly button. Now's the time to do the inner work. While we're here and we're in the Wheel of Fortune stage, you can change your future by embracing your present and expanding who you are. All right, let's jump into our third and final tarot card today, which is the King of Turtles. Now, the turtles represent all of the pentacles, and the pentacles represent those elements of earthly, of worldly, sort of material world, being in the physical world of gifts and work, etc. So this is the invitation for two things I see here with the turtle. Really pay attention to your vessel. Look how he is nurturing this little turtle. The turtle represents Mother Earth and also the inner earth within us. And the turtle has a very strong shell, and with some gentleness and love and guidance, that turtle's able, if it was flipped over, it can get back on its journey, or it can, maybe it needed a little rest, maybe he's feeding it a snack. You know how I love the snacks. But this is about you also cultivating your gifts, stepping into your gifts. What is it you want to do? Maybe you trained as an attorney and you want to bake bread. Maybe you want to be a bread maker. Then start making some bread. Start working on your yeast. Look at your starter. I'm thinking all sourdough. I've been in a sourdough mood. I love bread. But look at your process. See how it goes. Start small if you want to start earning a living from this. It's about starting small, cultivating what you love, and following the answers that say yes. Keep going. Yes, yes, yes. This card says your bliss is here and ready for you and wants to meet you where you are. So get in, jump in, because everything's going to work out. The other thing Miss Stella says about this card is that it represents the zodiac sign Gemini. And when I hear that message, that means it's an inside job. This is an intellectual thing you need to process intellectually, perhaps letting go of old beliefs or looking at growing a new business or a new venture or a new, however you're expanding, adapting, changing to this environment in a new way. Allow that resistance to fly away from who you are and for you to step into your true self. Because, okay, our final card today is from the beautiful Denise Linn, whom I absolutely love. This is her gateway deck. All of these decks are available on Amazon. I don't have any links to those things, but you know what to do. Here we go. She says, take action. The message here is, I enthusiastically embrace life's boundless possibilities. I enthusiastically embrace life's boundless possibilities. I know some of you are like, no. I can hear you. I swear I hear you. The resistance. Some of you want to go back to how the before times, how long have I called it the before times? Things are never going to be the same. Things are changing forever. Today is different than yesterday, and you are expanding and growing. And this is a 5-star action day. You have the power of the sun. You have the confidence of the Wheel of Fortune that you're doing your karmic work, and you know how to cultivate your skills. So you can do it. Holy cow, little tomato. How much more encouragement do you need? Can you get it done? What are you working on? Maybe you're changing your business. You're growing. You can't do massages anymore. You got to do something else. Things are changing. Grow, expand, allow yourself some creative levity and take new action, because this time things are going to be different. So think small, but know that your input has a long-lasting effect, because you know what's going to happen even if you just try. If you just try, you're going to be able to inspire someone else to have enough courage to say, hey, if she can do that, I can do that, and then I can do this. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes. That's one of my most favorite phrases. Say yes. Say yes to life. Say yes to this invitation to step out of your fear and move into your courage. Okay? Woo, that's our reading for today. Wow, what an exciting day. And it's only Friday. Well, my dear, if this is your first time here, get on it. You've got some work to do. And if you made it to the end of my video, I'm so grateful. You know, my matrix says most people only listen to the first 7 minutes or so, but that's all right. What do I care? As long as you're getting what you need. And if you need something else, let me know. Put a mention down here in the comments box. And don't forget to have great food available for you today. Eat some vegetables so that you feel strong and supported. Eat some delicious, healthy fats so you feel satiated. And remember to drink a lot of water, because as we're changing and growing, we move a lot of energy, and more energy than we normally would, and our bodies need that extra water. So be sure, stay hydrated, stay off those sugary sodas. I don't think anybody who watches here, well, you know, I occasionally will have a sugary something. Whatever. Forgive yourself from yesterday. Step into your future. And remember, today is the best gift of all. I love you so much, and I'm so grateful you stopped by. So anyway, my dear, all right, I love you, and I look forward to seeing you next time.